Man, it's every other week that I've got to make one of these, huh? This video is one that I'd normally post on my second channel, but I'm going to be posting it here because it's something that I need to be seen by multiple people. Now, this is a subject that I only found out about through the other YouTuber Antoguino, so his video will be linked in the description, and I think that that's a better sort of way of informing yourself of the situation. I just want to give my 2 cents on it to an extent. Um, so essentially, the paraphrased version of this is YouTube upscaling is altering creators' videos non-consensually to improve quality. Um, Now, I think there's a pretty obvious problem here, and that is that creators aren't opting into this, you know. And I feel like even as much as I hate generative AI, right, as much as I've spoken on this channel, as much as I've spoken in my music, as much as I've spoken in my written reviews about how much I hate generative AI, you know, the biggest problem here to me is that this isn't an opt-in feature, right? Um, I already find it abhorrent the amount of AI generated videos there are on this platform. I think it totally misses the point of what YouTube was meant to be, you know. But I realized that, like, when you lay off all your staff and replace them with AI, it is hard to moderate your site. Um, but don't show any blood in your videos, guys. Uh, I feel like it's a new feature on YouTube that fucks over creators every other week, and it's all pushing this generative AI narrative, right? You know, first it was that fucking, what's it called? Like the advertising thing where it was like, oh, we're gonna use AI to place adverts in your videos. First it was that. Well, not even first it was that. You're going back years with the AI age restriction and shit that happened on this platform. Um, then the actual adverts in those like ad breaks chosen by AI are all AI. I can't remember the last time I watched a YouTube video and the advert before it wasn't something to do with AI. It wasn't something to do with literal like dystopian shit like, oh, you don't need human employees anymore when you can work with this. Like they're literally saying the quiet part out loud. Um, you know, and yeah, the platform's just overrun by this shit. I had hope. I had hope that YouTube wouldn't be like this because YouTube has, despite all its flaws, been proactive in sort of preventing immoral things, but they clearly don't care about this. You know, it's like it's getting to a point now where I am starting to question what the employees of YouTube actually do, because everything on this platform seems to be done by a machine and not done well either. Not only are we taking away uh, human employment, we're also taking away the customer experience, right? No one benefits from this. The people who benefit from this have nothing to do with YouTube, right? Like the people who benefit from this are the fucking CEOs at Google and all this shit. You know what I mean? Like creators don't benefit from it when you're non-consensually ruining our videos with AI nonsense. Viewers don't benefit from this when viewers are trying to watch shit and like it's awful, right? Like I speak as a viewer, right? I have been on this platform regularly watching it for about 11 years now. Um, and even a couple of years before that, I was watching like Dan TDM and stuff. You know, shout out Dan TDM. But like, you know, I speak as a viewer. I speak as someone who has grown up through this platform. Um, when I say that I am genuinely consider leaving now, like genuinely considering leaving now. Um, you know, all my life I wanted to be a YouTuber. I knew that. I didn't know if I wanted to do it for a job or not because I don't like doing hobbies as jobs. But like, I always wanted to make videos, and that's why I have made videos now for coming up in January. Um, coming up in January, 9 years. I have been recording videos and uploading them across various channels, right? Like, I do have a genuine love for recording videos. It's why I hate the word content, you know? While I don't necessarily consider myself the biggest artist or whatever making videos, you know, I do not make content. So fuck that shit. If you call your videos content, it's a bit of a red flag in my eyes. But like, I feel like when YouTube was first in existence, it sort of existed as this counterculture to how sort of overly fake and overly overstimulating television was at the time. You know, like, it was made as something for people and not have to watch bloody fake corporations. They could watch something with an actual personality. And I feel like, despite certain YouTubers missing that point, whether it be BuzzFeed back in the day or like even people like Mr. Beast who missed that point, you know, there was still a human element to those things, you know. But I do genuinely think of a future where everything on this platform is narrated by AI. It's fucking images that are generated by AI. The thumbnails are AI. The titles are AI. Hell, there's fucking AI view botting on all these videos. Like, I do genuinely see that happening if we don't fucking stop this in its tracks. You know, I want the main point of this video is for me to formally say to YouTube and formally say to you guys, I do not consent to any upscaling of my videos, because I know you don't like to call it generative AI when you're making responses to the shit YouTube. I want to tell my viewers, like, if you see, like, I don't know if it'll happen on my channel because I'm fortunate enough that I'm pretty much irrelevant to YouTube anyway. You know, I'm very thankful for my viewer base, but like, you know, YouTube doesn't care about me. YouTube don't know who I am, right? Um, I'm fortunate in that sense, so I don't know if, as this feature gets rolled out, if it'll even happen on my YouTube channel. But I just want to say, if it does, if you notice any strange audio that sounds maybe a bit too clean or whatever, if you notice any edits that don't seem right, because I don't edit my videos, if you notice, the weird one is I've heard about YouTube like altering creators' facial features. This is how I look like, right? And if you notice like anything different, this is not stuff that I have opted into. There's another creator that was mentioned in the Antiguino video. I can't remember his name. He had glasses and a beard, and he was talking about like how this feature is also going to like erode viewers' trust in their own videos. I'm paraphrasing here, um, which I can totally see. You know, like when I'm a viewer and I notice like overly clean thumbnails or whatever, it aches me out. I stop watching YouTubers. When a YouTuber has way too many cuts in their videos, it makes me feel strange. I don't watch it, you know? So, like, obviously in the past this has been opted in, but like, it makes me wonder when I'm watching a creator whose video maybe feels a bit off, if they even consented to that, you know? Like, we're talking about consent here, right? Like, this 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 isn't just about jobs anymore. This isn't just about the environment anymore. This is about morality, right? These fuckers at the top of this bloody platform are non-consensually going against the people who make the platform money's will to make shareholder money. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, you know, I'm going to cut this short because I hate talking about AI. It just makes me so fucking pissed off. But yeah, moral of the story is if YouTube continues to do this, and if I get any inkling that this has happened on my YouTube channel, I don't know what platform I'll go to, but I will not be uploading here anymore. Fuck you for your generative AI. Thank you for watching. Yeah, you. I see you. I can see through the screen. No, I can't. Oh, yeah, this camera right now, it's actually like a one-way mirror. Like, I can see you right now. No, I'm playing. But yeah, oh my days. See, this is how you know it's not AI, because my videos are terrible. Actually, that would make it AI. Sorry. Thank you so much for watching, dear viewer. I hope you got something from this. I hope you somehow enjoyed it. Please do your research on this, because I may have got things wrong. Like I said, Antiquino's video will be linked in the description, and I imagine that there's many other videos you can find on this platform about this topic. But I'm going to leave now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will catch you in the next video. Haven't thought of a name yet. Signing out. Love you guys. Mwah.